Hello everyone, I'm here with Humberto Fernandez. He's been my partner for 7 years, around there. We've been working in Playa. We have several offices. We came here to 60 and 10th a few years ago.
2 or 3 years ago, just before the pandemic.
Before the pandemic.
Yeah.
But then right after we purchased the office, we said, you know what, there's so many Canadians wanting to come to Playa del Carmen and Tulum and invest here that why don't you go and move to Canada? So how's that experience, Beto?
That experience, I'm gonna say it's been very rewarding, but at the same time it's been challenging. I think that from the get-go, there was a real challenge as for what it has to be to translate the purchasing process from people from Canada. As for we do things rather differently down here. You know, here is very common that people request for deposits and that they're a little bit, not willing to give documentation right away. And those are things that differ a lot of how the purchase process is being done in Canada.
The due diligence differs a lot.
Exactly. Yeah, there are a lot don't know, that are done differently.
Probably you have to tell Canadians they have to go back in time like 50 years, and it's the same as Canada 50 years ago.
I don't know, it's always been a very organized country.
You're right, but yeah, in some sense it's just getting there, right? It's a bit of the logistics and organization of everything. It's not as put together as in Canada is right now, right?
Exactly. I mean, as for myself, what I feel like an ambassador of the Riviera Maya back there, because especially during the winter months, a lot of Canadians, they want to come down here because of the weather, because everything that the Riviera Maya has to offer. And the dream is there, the will to acquire this place down here, it exists, And so the whole idea of having a place where you can visit during the winter months and then rent it out the rest of the year, it's a potent idea back there. But then sometimes they would stumble with, not the best brokers down here, or just the whole process seems to be a little bit intimidating or hard, and so they abandon the dream. So I'm there to tell to the Canadian folks, like, it is doable. You can do it if you want to be here right in front of the beach and you want to enjoy the weather and enjoy the ceviche and all of the playa life that we have to offer. It is doable. The thing is, you do need to be a little bit open-minded into taking the process that is being done here.
In changing your life, right?
Exactly. I mean, at the end, it's a life change. I mean, by now, I think we have sold condos to maybe 50, 60 Canadians, and all of them, I mean, we were with one just right here that comes down and he opened a business here and he's having a nice life, he's thriving. And at some point, he had to undergo that process and to feel like, Mexico is strange. The things are done differently down there, and have a little trust and just let the process go along. And at the end, you end up with a property here, and that part is very, very rewarding. Yeah. Like, for instance, for me, something that is a major difference is when it comes to make offers. You know that in Canada, offers are like legally binding. You make an offer and you cannot back out. I mean, you will be facing consequences. While here in Mexico, what I usually say is like, look, that's the way that we have to communicate with developers and owners. That's where you state your intentions. It's like, okay, I want to pay this amount and I'm gonna be paying in this fashion. And so,
it's like a message to the owner.
Exactly. That's the message that comes back and forth until we reach an agreement. So as a matter of fact, that's something that I would encourage everyone. Here in Mexico, you make your offer within the limits of reason, obviously.
Yeah.
Because that's something else. You're not gonna find down here people that is struggling to pay anything. This is a luxury market.
Exactly.
So yeah.
By saying make your offer, you're saying start the communication. Right?
Exactly.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.